there are many things we could talk about in this game, but there's one thing that's just it's in the back of my mind, and I hate to even give it attention, but it's gotten attention on social media. And Mark Zumoff and Allah Abdul Nabi had Ben Simmons in after the game as their post game guest. And first off, Ben Simmons, 15 rebounds, 15 assists, absolutely incredible. Not so incredible, which is the obvious point, right? Yeah. While Mark Zumoff is asking about the 15 rebounds, 15 assists, somebody tweeted me, because I tweeted out the quote, because Ben Simmons says, yeah, that was pretty cool, but just happy to get the win, as he should. But somebody tweeted me saying, how does Zumoff not ask about going 0 for 6 from the foul line? I'd be flat out shocked if a home announcer asked a player after a playoff win, a player that just had a double-double with 15 rebounds and 15 assists, how he missed his 6 free throws. And although, you'd like to see Ben Simmons improve upon that, I don't think that's going to make its way into the line of questioning after the game. And here's the other thing. I see a lot of people focusing on the 6 points for Ben Simmons and the 0 for 6 from the foul line. Congratulations. You're right. You would like to see Ben Simmons have 6 points, more than 6 points, and shoot better than 0 for 6 from the foul line, especially down the stretch when you could have used those to make you feel a little bit more comfortable, right? If you hit some free throws. Congratulations. You're correct. However, congratulations on highlighting point number 12, 13, on what overall was a great game played by the 76ers, considering, again, a long layoff and considering you didn't have your MVP thanks to foul trouble and atrocious foul calls, by the way, early in this game and really throughout, if you really think about it. So, yes, it's a point to be made, but it's so far down the list that it's not that big of a concern for me. Because here's the other thing. Unfortunately, it's not that much of a shock. If Ben Simmons would have had 20 points, I would have been shocked. And if he only had like 6 assists and 5 rebounds and was 5 for 6 from the foul line, that would have been more shocking. But this is exactly what Ben Simmons has done throughout the year, with the only exception being the month of February, where somehow he shot over 70% from the foul line. So for the people that want to focus on this one thing, I feel like it's the people that for the people that are focusing on this, it's like focusing on one McNabb worm burner in a game where Brian Westbrook had like 160 all-purpose yards and T.O. had 2 catches for 50-plus yards and one was a touchdown, and it was a perfectly thrown ball from McNabb on that. Like, I feel like it's just focusing on the negative to focus on the negative. And I think Doc Rivers knew exactly the direction this was going to go for a lot of fans because he got asked about the game from Ben Simmons. And I thought Ben played a great game, great defensively. Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook had no idea what the hell to do when Ben Simmons was guarding him. Forced him into turnovers, held him to 10 points when he was guarding him. And then you have the rebounds and you have the assists, setting up guys like Tobias Harris, setting up guys like Joel Embiid. So, yeah, Ben Simmons played a great game yesterday. There's more to the game than points, all right? Other people can score points for you, especially if you have a facilitator like Ben Simmons, especially if you're a defender like Ben Simmons. And I got the feeling, in listening to this answer that I'm about to play for you from Doc Rivers, I got the feeling that Doc Rivers knew a lot of the route a lot of people were going to take. Here's Doc Rivers talking about the game Ben Simmons had with, yet again, 15 rebounds, 15 assists. Here's Doc Rivers.
It's funny, I thought he was special tonight. Whoever he guarded struggled scoring. He created so many points for us tonight. Off the glass, to 3, off transition to 3, creating switches that they didn't want to have. He is he's a treasure. He's something that you don't see a lot in this league. And he has such a skill set that's so different. There's a lot of people that can't make one of them. All I see is greatness in him. And I just want him to keep doing what he's doing.
All I see is greatness. All I see is greatness. He's a treasure. Need more people like him in the league. I mean, you can't tell me that you didn't get the vibe listening to that answer that Doc was like, 0 for 6 on the foul line, only 6 points. People are going to focus on that. All right, let me lay it on pretty thick from my boy. And he's done that really throughout the season. But it's gotten to a point where it's not just saying nice things about one of your players. He is laying it on extra thick when it comes to Ben. But I agree with everything you said, because that's exactly what you saw from Ben Simmons in this game yesterday. You saw that exact type of performance where he was extremely special, defensively speaking. He was insanely special, a treasure, if you will, setting up his teammates with 15 assists. And in terms of his aggression on the boards, a treasure would be a good way to put that as well.